Wally or one mic. Big pimpin' or song cry. Men lie and women lie. We in sync like bye-bye. I fishtailed in a Bronco. Got 5 rooms in my condo. Punch Chris Paul like I'm Rondo. Ain't no bygones, I'm a honcho. Got my main chick in a Sancha. My side chick in a Honda. My boo thing in a Beamer. And she cheeked up like a goddess. I just can't be with no faking. You heard wrong, mistaken. You talk big but act small. I catch on, I'm hating. Yeah, I know these people need me. Day 3-piece while I roll one deep. Not no wolf, but I'm not no sheep. Heard these hoes like my name Bo Peep. I was Black Mike with the glove on. White Mike with my Uggs on. Black Drake get my thug on. Then I'm White Drake getting hugged on. You ain't seen that when I pull up. Peach Sprite in my full cup. Shift weight like a fulcrum. Ain't no days off like I'm Bueller. What is the meaning of this? Is it a bliss? Is it a diss? Wicked, I'm wicked, I'm wicked, I'm rich. Look at the things that I predict. You couldn't hang out on my cliff. Look at you change out in the GIF. Thought you was gang, thought you could sing, but you were lame, stink as a whiff.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I fuck with the war. I tried to get in, the nigga said no, it is what it is. My record was clean, it's Dirty Diana, the cup overflowed. I can't get along with these negative hoes unless they inspired to take off their clothes. Back by the time that the pussy exposed, some man get nervous and blow up the phone. Yeah, who is this? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Ooh. What's up? What's up? What's up? We are here, or by we, I mean I. Good morning. Good evening. If you're somewhere in the world where it's not morning, and then happy Sunday. When is Easter, by the way? I should probably know this. Or I guess I shouldn't. I don't go to church. Somebody tell me when Easter is so I can make sure I remember next week. All right. Pre-Easter review show. Welcome to the Somewhat Honest Sunday. We're here to listen to some music from the Discord community. 420 for Easter. I'm sure Jesus will be excited for all the people showing up stoned to church next week. Thank you, Sleek Ivory. What up, G Baby? What up, Swagleen? I think I saw Jacob with the early post before going live. How's everybody doing this morning? Hopefully well. I believe I just saw several of you about 5 hours ago, so I don't think y'all really slept that well. So I'm not going to say that I hope you slept well, but if you did sleep well, congratulations. What up, X-Men's? It's an interesting name. Who's y'all's favorite X-Men character? I think everybody usually likes Wolverine. I think Gambit was kind of my favorite, but he wasn't really a standout character, at least not in the animated shows. I mean, he had his own good comic books and whatnot. Let me know. The Blue Lady? You mean Mystique? The villain? Why was Mystique your favorite character? Just, I don't know. It seems an interesting choice. That's you, Mystique? Okay. What up, Chrono? All right. See, everybody's filing in here. All right. It's Sunday morning. I'm here to listen to the regular queue, the regular feedback queue. Going to listen to some songs from our Discord community. Give them ratings 1 through 10. Give them some positive words of affirmation or some negative words of concern. I don't know where D-Bird is, but I didn't want to wait all morning. Just get this over with. If he shows up, cool. Otherwise, you're stuck with me. I am semi well rested. Words of pain and agony is absolutely right. Yeah. Hopefully, we got some good stuff in the queue this morning. Wake everybody up, keep everybody fresh. If not, it'll wake everybody up and set the tone for their day. So we'll see how it goes. Let me see what this is real quick. Okay. All right. The headband is purely to catch the anger dripping from my cranium. But hopefully it's going to be a good show. Let's get it rock and rolling. I'm not going to waste too much time. Yeah, going through the free queue. If at any point that you are in the free queue and you decide that you don't want to wait, you're more than welcome to tip and skip in the front of the line. Information is scrolling at the bottom, but no pressure. This isn't a pyramid scheme, I should say. The hell is this? What do I want? Soccer scores, or football, as they say in some parts of the world. Okay, that's cool. All right, everybody ready to rock and roll? All 100 of y'all watching, I'm sure. We're going to start the queue off with Cyclone, trying to do normal voice a bit more. Let them know what we think, because currently sick. All right. How do you show your subject badge? Oh, you got it. Yeah. Ask Twitch. I'm not in charge of that. All right. First up, Cyclone, Newtown, normal voice. Shout out Cyclone.
Went to Chi-Town, can explore a new town. Went from the bean to the train to the new town. Been a fun ride out here in the new town. Seen all the planes and the trains of the new town. Been traveling from a city to another. Can't hold down on here any longer. Gotta go travel alone in the summer. Maybe I'll just find another. Can't hold on, gotta get over there. Gotta see my life on the solar glare. On the solar eclipse, gotta shine away. Gonna see all these clowns in a different state. Gotta let go of all times that rush. Whoa, no Jackie got me fighting through the rush. From train to train, got me moving with the pace. Can't wait till second locked in the chase. Went from the Big Apple to the Windy City. Rain's falling heavy, but I'm still moving silly. Cold's cut steep, but I'm still getting busy. Feet in the puddle got me feeling iffy. No play, I'm focused, ain't no time for the delay. Airport waiting, but I'm still on the way. Clock ticking, but I'm moving steady. Don't play, running the steps, no way. To Chi-Town, can explore a new town. Went from the bean to the train to the new town. Been a fun ride out here in the new town. Seen all the planes and the trains of the new town. Been traveling from a city to another. Can't hold down on here any longer. Gotta go travel alone in the summer. Maybe I'll just find another.
All right. That was Newtown by Cyclone. Maybe he doesn't find untagged beats. I mean, if the producer doesn't do it right, you can take a tagged beat and edit out the tags and, do whatever you need to do. Don't say that I told you that. I'm not necessarily advocating that y'all steal beats, but I'm just saying that if it is a very basic beat and like this, it doesn't have a lot of long, drawn out melodies that are unique in certain sections. So you could certainly take a looped beat and copy paste the different sections of a producer tag and do whatever you want to do. But as far as this song, I like that your presence is a little bit more confident and pronounced. I'm still not a huge fan of the multiple punch-ins. It just sounds like overlapping pieces, especially in the first section and then towards the end. There was this run that you had kind of here in the middle.
Me feeling iffy, no play. I'm focused, ain't no time for the delay.
That part sounds a lot more smoother when you're delivering than stuff like this.
Of the new town, in traveling from a city to another. Can't hold down.
Like there's obvious overlaps in this first section and then in here, but I could definitely tell listening in this section here that you did it in one take because A, you're not like, it doesn't overlap, and B, it sounds a little bit more relaxed because you're taking natural breaths or pauses or moments between each word. So, you know, I think I've said this before when listening to your songs, but I feel like you would perform them a lot better and smoother if you didn't punch them all in. Or even if you're just laying out the idea and you want to go back and re-record it without the punch-ins, that's fine too. It just sounds very choppy with the punch-ins. And, you know, there's a fine art of punching in where it doesn't sound pieced together, but it definitely sounds stitched together just from my musician brain. Even though I told Chronoflow I'm not a musician. So, I mean, definitely better presence, definitely more engaging song topic, still editing issues, I would say. I'll give this a 6.5. All right. Swag Lean, that was a tip from last show. Cognito. Next up, Forosan Flint. Ignorance. Shout out to Augie for the sub.
I'm going to find ways to get involved personally.
I have no idea who that is.
Because, you know, it's very easy to forget.
Solitude of a lone monkey, searching tribes that are low-key. Not looking for primates that are tri-mates, cause I want tri-mates. Swing from building to building, they call me Spider 8. Yeah, cause I spit shit that sticks in, saving broads in broad daylight. As I rhyme tight, punch my chest with delight, cause I win every fight. As the city's gorilla, I'm a beat Godzilla. Underground like Dilla, and I rhyme sicker with time when I deliver. Hand, feet, lines, and
I am
give
everyone.
you another reason to get up the season. Face die up in mein liebes Kind. Nach dem Sturm du die Ruhe findest, nach der alle hinterher sind. So keep one thing in your mind, and that is. Ignorance is the blissful mistress that dismisses fear and castle whistlers. Yeah, the less you know, the less fear shows, but care also goes.
It's very hard to sustain the effort.
Ignorance is the blissful mistress that dismisses fear and castle whistlers. The less you know, the less fear shows, but care also goes.
Which is the harder part.
Bloody hell, as it's hell on earth. Good news, look at us and they spurn. When looking at reality, another day in purgatory, living in a tipping culture, tipped around the hungry vultures. Money makes the world go round, walk with flat earthers around. The broke are safe and sound, we are living, lost not found, singing safer souls. The blunts we hold, letting ourselves go, popping with the flow, yo. Ignorance is the blissful mistress that dismisses fear and castle whistlers. Yeah, the less you know, the less fear shows, but care also goes.
It's very hard to sustain the effort.
Ignorance is the blissful mistress that dismisses fear and castle whistlers. The less you know, the less fear shows, but can also go.
Which is the harder part.
Depression's repressed by ketamine's effect. Fat from a fat, then grew fat, Let us start the revolution, engine fuel pumping through and hit the gas. Reach your ass all the way to the solution. Yeah, the question where do we go is just for show. As long as we drive away from here, I don't really care. Point your finger anywhere and say we go there, yeah. And say we go there, yeah. Ignorance is the blissful mistress that dismisses fear and castle whistlers. Yeah, the less you know, the less fear shows, but care also goes.
It's very hard to sustain the effort.
Ignorance is the blissful mistress that dismisses fear and castle whistlers. The less you know, the less fear shows, but care also go.
Which is the harder part.
Right. Shout out to Forosan Flint. But first, thank you to the Real Swag Lean and Chronoflow for the gifted subs. Get you guys going after I give some feedback on this. I love the beat. It kind of makes me want to kind of venture out and find some different style beats that I like, but I wouldn't normally search for. Definitely dope selection there. And I think the flow was pretty solid throughout. I think the only thing that was kind of throwing me off throughout this was the mix. I would say when you're mixing and even in your recording process, I don't think this necessarily needed the doubles all the way throughout, or if it wasn't doubled, then the vocal doubler. I had that issue for like the first decade that I was making music, where I would always double my vocals just regardless, double. And, you know, then when I was in the actual studio one day and an engineer / producer, he just like, I finished recording, he looked at me like, why are you doubling everything? Just stop doing that. And so I stopped doing that. And I feel like Sleek Ivory just said, it helps with the clarity, because then you're not battling yourself and you can raise those vocals a little bit higher. It also had a little bit of excess reverb, I would say, at times. It wasn't bad, but you know, the doubling and the reverb definitely kind of make it feel a little bit more spacey, which maybe that's what you were going for. But I think it just came out as making the vocals fight against themselves and the instrumentation in the beat. Then you did some weird panning thing at one point, but that wasn't bad. It just kind of surprised me. But yeah, cool little song. I'm not mad at it, man. This is dope. I think I like this probably the most out of what I've heard from you. Chill, laid back, nice vibe. I would give it a no, Ray. We're not doing 3 takes all the same volume. I give this a 6.5. 2 6.5s to start the show. All right, we got 2 gifted subs, so I'm expecting two things here. Okay, first up, Real Swag Lean and Bigger Sean, New Whip. Swag Lean, what is this song gonna be about? You've had some interesting stuff, I'd say, to share with the show, and I'm curious what Bigger Sean is saying on this one. I mean, usually it's something to do with cousin loving or mother loving. To each their own, but you know, give the audience a, you know what, fuck it, we're going in raw.
Feeling the sunset, counting the hundreds, moving the luggage, big body trucks in. Hoes with no papers, the them start bugging. Then make me some paper, do it like it's nothing. Brand new whip, like I'm running the fucking south. I got gold out inside my mouth, bitch don't go around running mouth, Cash the check, then I go and buy another house. I've been smoking all this stupid loud, then I stick it in like a joust, I gotta make me some bank, cause I blow on my cash in no way I can save, Got a boy, he's in me sinking, he watching my cash, he'll blow you away, Dive in the deep and I'm back and I'm reaping after 2 I'm creeping your house, Did you go reason, you're talking about treason, you're just like a season you fall, Fuck with the squad, beat your ass up, yeah, I'm looking like God. Hoes on their knees, they're pre-peacock, but a bitch gotta be worth it on God, Look at the past, got a story to tell. My life is shit, but you living in hell. Jerking me off, she's doing it well. Throwing her dimes, yeah, I'm wishing her well. Brand new whip, like I'm running the fucking south. I got gold out inside my mouth. Bitch don't go around running mouth, Cash the check, then I go and buy another house. I've been smoking all this stupid loud, then I stick it in like a joust,
I got a new whip, I'm cutting it up. And I got a new bitch, she fucking it up. I'm making music, she falling in love. She falling in love. Look, come through, I beat that pussy like
I like
that. I'm doing combos like 1 2, like 1 2. I'm a fuck, I don't care if she run through. Spitting the pussy, I like when it's good. She had fuck in the back of my whip. She rockin' my hoodie, she poppin' that pussy. I nut when I grab on her tits. Damn. Nut when I grab on her tits. Love when I'm bagging a bitch. Think I'm the shit. Ain't no one got it like this. I got baguettes on my wrist. Look at my funds. I just be stacking the chips. Baddies be asking for dick. Like, matter of fact, I'm in the back of my whip.
Brand new whip, like I'm running the fucking south. I got gold out inside my mouth. Bitch don't go around running mouth, Cash the check, then I go and buy another house. I've been smoking all this stupid loud, then I stick it in like a joust,
Yummy, yummy, yum.
All right, that was New Whip by Swag Lean and Bigger Sean. This song makes me feel like I should put my gold teeth in for the show, but let me see how far we get along if I really want to do that. I like the second part when the singing started and the second verse started. I would say that tonality sounded the best to me. First verse was okay as far as the lyrics and whatnot. Second verse was also okay as far as the lyrics. Here's my feedback. Both of you move further away from the mic. It sounds like you're so close to it that I can hear I can hear the cadence, I can hear the presence there, but you're so close to the microphone that it just sounds a little bit muffled. It's giving like a muffled effect. I think your distance from your mic can be increased so that you can be a little bit more energetic without it sounding like muffled or, like you're eating your microphone. What else? Really, the only other thing and I guess it's really this whole project, this Money Is Calling project that you got here, is just the topics that you guys have. Like, obviously, this is some, I'm having fun, not super serious material. But, some of the stuff that you say, like whenever somebody uses the word bitch excessively or talking about, materialistic things, it leads me down the path of how far from reality is this in my mind. So I think, you guys have the flow down. You're pretty much on beat for the most part. I think if you can get some more authentic material, you guys would head in a more enlightening direction, I would say. Because me personally, aside from the gold teeth, there's nothing in the song that like resonates with me. Like I don't think there's like a whole. And even the people that would resonate with this, like going out, being super promiscuous and spending lots of money. I don't know, man. I'm diving too deep in the topic world. It's an okay song, but it's not a cool song to me. I give it a 5. Definitely needed better personality in the first verse, and the hook was a little bit under-delivered. I'd say the main thing is, back away from the microphone, be a little bit more energetic. It'll help with the mixing because then you'll have to do less because the presence is already there. Just gotta EQ it and compress it. So cool stuff, man. I will say, like, I respect you guys' style. You guys are definitely unique. So when a Swag Lean and Bigger Sean track comes on, I know what I'm getting in for. I just want more from you guys. I want growth in the next project, is what I would say. So yeah, I'll give it a 5. All right. Who else? Chrono Flow. You might be here. No. Or Chrono, where you just, oh, there you are. There we go. I knew I saw it somewhere. All right. This is Away Remix, revised instrumental. How's everybody doing out there? Everybody still doing good? We're good. Sounds good. So far, music is okay. Let's get into Chrono Flow. Shout out to Chrono Flow. Just came back from vacation. Being here. What's happening here? Wait, something different happened. I like that part. Okay. Here's my thoughts. So at about 59 seconds, that little build up sound before the drop, I feel like that was a little bit too loud. That sound right there, I would probably bring the volume on that down a little bit just so it's like it feels a little bit more subtle when it's kind of building somebody into the drop that you have there. The key choices that you have where it gets super high in the notes, also same thing there, because like the higher it gets, the sharper that it is in the ears. And while the sounds a little threw me off, I don't think it's bad, but I would say you could also, like, the higher it gets pitch wise, the lower you would probably want to go volume wise. And then that little just empty section there, I feel like it was probably like a bar too long. I don't know. It just felt like a long time to just be sitting there listening to the bass line. And then the only other thing I would say is the hi-hats, snares, whatever you're using, I would turn those up a little bit more because I feel like those were kind of slightly too low. But overall, cool arrangement. Yeah, man, I like the different choices that I like hearing the different choices that producers make. Like, you know, where's your mind at, where you're headed at. Like, hearing how people approach things is always interesting. Like, you have your own sound. Sleek Ivory has his sound. Jacob has his sound. Gons has his sound. So it's always cool to hear what people gravitate to when they're making beats. So cool beat. I would give it a 7. I think really just some slight mixing tweaks, and this will be a solid piece. Good stuff, Chrono. Shout out to you. All right. Who was that asked? I saw somebody ask about reacting to a song. We only listen to stuff that is posted in our Discord. So if you join the Discord and post in the April feedback queue, I will probably close the queue down in like 10 minutes, but we're going through the queue from top to bottom and listening away. So let's see what's next. Ricky Akimbo. Remember, Ricky was in the chat on Wednesday. I believe he's new to the Discord. Let's see what we got here. Come and Get It, version 3B. I'm assuming that's what that means. I've never had a Uh-oh. This track was not found. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm looking at their SoundCloud. Let's see what we got here. Obviously a wrestling fan. I don't know, chat. What do y'all think? Y'all want to check out one of these songs here? Dragon Lee custom theme. That one's standing out to me. I don't know why, but it's long. These are all pretty. Yeah. The queue is not too long. Not a bad queue. I think we got like 10-ish in the queue for now. I'm going to play It's About Time. The track that he posted wasn't available, but we're here, so... Nah, yeah, you're right, Jacob. Here's a Dragon Lee.
He coming through. He coming through the air. Boom, into your casa. Dragon monster, straight from the 384. Working hard, I'm trying to be a champion. Kicking down the door, I'm a blast it. Hated on the boy for the rapping. Now I'm making dough, gonna stack it in the mansion. Now I'm killing shows, putting hoes in the foes. Now I'm killing shows, putting hoes in the foes. Now I'm killing shows, putting hoes in the foes. Now I'm killing shows, putting hoes in the foes. He coming through the air, boom, into your casa. Dragon monster, straight from the 384. Knocking at your door, what you waiting for, fool? Estoy a punto de cambiar el modul. Nosotros a punto de volar, baby. I'm gonna make it hot, make it fire, baby. El Nino Maravilla, a través de la vía, pasando por la orilla. He coming through the air, boom, into your casa. Dragon monster, straight from the 384. Knocking at your door, what you waiting for, fool? Estoy a punto de cambiar el modul. Nosotros a punto de volar, baby. I'm gonna make it hot, make it fire, baby. El Nino Maravilla, a través de la vía, pasando por la orilla. We coming through the air. In the dirt, you know how the pressure feel. Trying to keep it real, trying to go out and seize the moment. Man, I gotta own it, whole crew knows it. Now I gotta show it. Working hard, I'm trying to be a champion. Kicking down the door, I'm a blast it. Hated on the boy for the rapping. Now I'm making dough, gonna stack it in the mansion. Now I'm killing shows, putting hoes in the foes. Now I'm killing shows, putting hoes in the foes. Now I'm killing shows, putting hoes in the foes. Now I'm killing shows, putting hoes in the foes. He coming through the air, boom, into your casa. Dragon monster, straight from the 384. Knocking at your door, what you waiting for, fool? Estoy a punto de cambiar el modul. Nosotros a punto de volar, baby. I'm gonna make it hot, make it fire, baby. El Nino Maravilla, a través de la vía, pasando por la orilla. He coming through the air, boom, into your casa. Dragon monster, straight from the 384. Knocking at your door, what you waiting for, fool? Estoy a punto de cambiar el modul. Nosotros a punto de volar, baby. I'm gonna make it hot, make it fire, baby. El Nino Maravilla, a través de la vía, pasando por la orilla. We coming through the
Okay. Just beat there at the end. Okay. That was Ricky Akimbo with Coming Through, Dragon League custom theme. So it looks like he's got a page full of WWE intro music that he's maybe custom made. I'm not sure where he got the beat from, if he produced it himself or whatnot. Definitely a high energy track. Good with the versatility. Good vocal exercises, showing how you can, do screaming, you can be close up and do your rap and your verses. Even as a wrestler's intro, I feel like it does play a little bit long. Maybe at a super main event, somebody might have like a 5-minute intro, but I feel like 4 minutes is a long, even for like the extended cut of an intro track. I feel like it is a little bit excessive. Maybe part of this is the extra beat here at the end, but the double hooks at the end here. I feel like the only reason that it's long though is because that hook is super long. The hook itself is long, so like the sections of the verses are normal, but the hook is basically extending it out. Did he start with the hook? I don't know. Yeah, that's the problem. I would say if you're gonna do this, don't start with the hook. Well, wrestling intro. All right, let me take a step back. I would say do it hook, put your verses back to back, and then hook at the end. That would alleviate some of this excessive length. Because if you're just gonna do the hook, verse, hook, hook, it's super, super, super long. And I say this all the time to people, is just because the beat's laid out in a certain way doesn't mean you have to leave it like that. I mean, once you know the tempo, you can slice and dice it and move pieces around. Don't feel like you're trapped into how a producer has arranged a beat. Be creative. But yeah, cool wrestling intro. Definitely definitely would be of interest to Birdcage, as some people have been mentioning. So I give this a 7.5. Like, I feel like the arrangement piece is all that's missing here, is like move things around so that it doesn't feel super long. But I like the energy, I like the delivery, I like everything that you did there. What up, Prince Unknown? Welcome to the show. Word. Shout out to you. We're listening to our free submission queue. I'm going through giving people some listens and some feedback. Where are we at? Ricky Akimbo. Okay. Next up, Sleek Ivory. So I'm going to do Sleek Ivory. Then I'm going to jump over because we had a paid subscriber who wanted to get listened to. And then we'll get back to the rest here. So next up, new project, Untitled. I love it. I love that. Here's Sleek Ivory. Okay. No drums, obviously. So you've got a melody here, an arrangement. Hold on. I don't like how it ends on the high note. And maybe that's just because there's the absence of no snares, hi-hats, drums, or bass line or anything like that. But that ending on the high note feels just weird to me. Otherwise, just from a starting point of a melody, I like it. It's very refined. The sounds are crisp and clear. Without hearing anything built around it, though, just that ending on the high note feels slightly odd. And the reason that I say that is I can imagine an artist listening to this and feeling like they want to match the melody, and then they're going to do some strange thing vocally where they're trying to like go high at the end, and then they have to bring their voice back down. It's just going to play weird in somebody's head and make them like try to match what you're doing with your tones vocally, and it's going to come out strange, and then they may not like it. So that's the only reason I say is like you're basically ending the note like this and then coming back down. So cool little short. I give it a 7. Yeah, I'm at a 7. All right. Margiela, Step Team Hood Trap sample type beat. Got you. Oh, this one's yours, like your last. Okay, experimental. All right, I'm gonna listen to this one, and then I am going to close down the queues. So if you are out there and you haven't posted something that you want me to listen to, last call.
京都バンドスポンサード
right, that was Marge Yella with the Step Team Hood Trap sample type beat. Definitely experimental. Got some ethereal vibes to it. The kick placement is throwing me off. The way the kicks come in and just like disappear, that part is throwing me off. If I put myself in the perspective of a Step Team doing stuff to this, I get it. Just from a sit here and listen aspect, it just feels odd the way the timing of the kicks. And then the weird vocal chops, the way that those come in, is kind of comical. But I can envision like I'm watching a Step Team doing a routine to this and totally being oblivious to everything that I just said. So that's why I make the clarification that, like, just from a sit here and listen perspective, it's weird, but I get it. Like, usually somebody's doing some stuff and maybe the timing of a dance routine is slightly different than what one would normally hear in a regular song, regular melody. I would just say that, like, if you're producing for Step Teams or whatnot, like, is it specific for that routine, or is this meant to also be like, I can take it out of that context and also listen to it? Like, are you locking yourself down into that routine, or is this meant to be like general listening music that, by chance somebody can grab this and say, hey, I want to do a routine to this? So I would say, if you're going to make step music, treat it with that perspective of, like, how niche do you want to be? Do you only want to be a Step Team producer? Or do you want to just be a producer that anybody can step to? I'll give it a 6.5. I'm not mad at it. Like, I think the mix is fine. Like I said, it's just the arrangement and the kicks that's really throwing me off. And I feel like it's just kind of super meant for one specific thing. And if I was just like a regular listener, like, this wouldn't be on like a lo-fi playlist, but it wouldn't be on a playlist of beats where it's like, okay, I want to hear this because I'm going to nod my head to the timing of it. The timing is slightly weird, but still good nonetheless. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know what the hell Step Team is as a producer. Oh, man, I thought you meant like a Step Team, like that kind of shit. All right, whatever. Fuck me then. Shout out to you, though. All right, who's next? Man, I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not looking forward to reading this verse. All right, next up, the Don Made It. What happened to the mafias? Are mafias still a thing? Like, do people still join the mob? Like, if you're born in like Hell's Kitchen, New York, you still like have an opportunity to join the mafia and like do like racketeering and stuff like that. What do mafias do in 2025? Like, do you still grab the Tommy gun and go give Jimmy a little talking to when he doesn't pay his bills on time? Are they still protecting the community? And, I don't know. They all went legit. Yeah. That's true. I don't know. I wonder those things sometimes. All right. Here's the Don Made It. Left that life. Jacob, spot on. They all left their life. They went legit. What up, Melody?
Started with a pill, I was barely a teen. Didn't know pain, could feel this clean. Home was cold, stayed in my head. Taking whatever just to quiet that dread. By 14, I was breaking up packs. Ziploc stuffed in the back of my slacks. No role models, just fiends and plugs. Learn quick how to move through the drugs. School was a joke, I was barely there. Eyes all red, couldn't even care. Mama found pills in a box by the sink. Told her they weren't mine, didn't even blink. Truth is, I feel nothing inside. Not joy, not fear, not even pride. Just a buzz in a bag and a text to send. Trying to flip fast just to play pretend. Cops came close, I ain't full to speak. walls got tight by the end of the week. Homies got booked, some never came back. I was still out here trying not to crack. Had a dream one night I died in the rain. Woke up shaking with a head full of shame. Saw my little sis in the hall that day. I knew I had to throw that life away. Cut off, now I was cut off ties. Laid in the dark while my body cried. No more pills, no bags, no scale. Just me and the truth, I was scared to tell. Now I move slow, got peace and steps. Still got scars that ain't healed yet. They ain't going back, I paid that price. Had to lose myself just to find this life.
All right, that was The Don Made It, Left That Life. Topic was not the mafia. I was thinking it was going to be like gangbanger type stuff. Flow in the presence needs more work. You definitely sound like you're newer on your journey. A lot of hesitance in the delivery. You need more confidence, more cadence, more pizzazz, more swag lean. Like, I got to be able to determine what your personality is from just your vocals, right? Like, not every time somebody hears a new song, you know, they get a picture of that person as well. So basically all I'm hearing is like, you got your lyrics here and you're just reading along and you're trying to deliver it. So, you know, it comes with time and, you know, practice. You got to just build up that presence and that confidence to like deliver it and make me believe it. So like, I like the story. I like the topic. It's definitely something like, if I had to compare this to the real Swag Lean and Bigger Sean, I would say, okay, this is more of a material that probably more people could resonate with and gravitate to. However, they got you on the presence factor because they're super energetic, they're high energy, and you can tell that they believe what they're saying, even if it's nonsense. So you're not saying nonsense, but you got to make sure we understand what you're saying has some passion and emotion behind it. So just got to work on your presence and your delivery. Good beat choice though. However, beat doesn't lend you any favors because it's just a straight loop. So when a beat is a loop, you got to be even more entertaining to, you know, keep the story progressing. Always look out for that. If it's a loop, you got to be a notch above. If it's a beat that has like a lot of arrangement and things going on, you can kind of like dial it in and put it on cruise control because people are going to be listening to the beat as well as whatever you're doing. I give this I give it a 4 where it's at. You know, I'll give you some credit for the writing aspect of it, but definitely needs a lot of work on the presence and delivery. But shout out to you. And welcome and good morning to Lewis Logic, also known as Loose. All right. I don't know what to do with this. Hold on. Let me type this shit out. Get in the line for next week's show. All right, put that there. Pin this here so that anybody who's new joins, they can see that the queue is not open. Thank you, Amir, for the follow. All right. So normally people post music. We review anything. Review music, review pictures, your Instagram profile, your dating profile, something you drew, something you ate last night. Maybe we should also start reviewing Loose Logic's meals. I don't think we've gotten anybody actually drop their lyrics in here. I don't know what to do with this one. Do I read it in my cadence? I don't know what they want from me here. I mean, just at a glance, it seems super basic, right? What is this? Your verse number 2? Am I supposed to add a verse here? But, you know, as soon as I like see something like this. Now I'm fucking with a bitch from Tennessee, sipping bottles and bottles of Hennessy. I don't know. It feels very. All right, let's read. Yo, when the drinks start pouring, grabbing your ass, we ain't gotta make it till morning. Party next door, but the niggas ain't scoring. Kissing you in advance. Let me see you do your dance. I don't like it. I don't like it, y'all. I'm giving it a 2 just based off of the skim. I don't like this. You got 3 lines that rhyme and then 2 lines that rhyme. So something's got to happen with the beat here where this feels like an even number. Otherwise, this is abstract. The timing is weird. Fan, plan, tan, Japan, fan. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, I'm a fan. Yeah, dude, I'm giving it a 2. I don't like it. I feel like you can do better. I feel like the AI shit that people use could probably write a better verse for you. No offense either. I mean, I'm just taking this at face value. Is it doesn't stand out to me like this is a song I want to hear. But I'm going to forgive you, honey. One more chance. Please make it last. Are you going to make it end fast? What does that even mean? Somebody help me out. What does that mean? I'm going to forgive you, honey. One more chance. Please make it last. Are you going to make it end fast? If you want one more chance, why would it end fast? If you wanted to make it last. Yeah, I'm sticking with my 2. I'm good, homie. Good luck to you. Next up, Colt, Money and Fame. Oh, wait, let me put a check mark here so they know I read this. All right, Money and Fame by Colt. Shout out to Colt. Shout out to Trev. Let's take a listen.
I don't need that money, I don't need that fame. Fuck that Gucci and your diamond chain. Noisy. I don't need no gold wristwatch with a name. I don't hit no clubs, I don't pop champagne.
I don't need that money, I don't need that fame. I don't need that money, I don't need that fame. Fuck that Gucci and your diamond chain. Fuck that Gucci and your diamond chain. I don't need no gold wristwatch with a name. I don't need no gold wristwatch with a name. I don't hit no clubs, I don't pop champagne. I don't hit no club, I don't pop champagne. I don't hit no what, I don't pop no who. Get smacked with a left and a right one too. Who knew I would be thinking of you? Not giving a shit if I don't or I do. If I rap or I quit or start singing like you. Got a couple of dance moves like Mike Jack do. When I hit him with that moonwalk, I can't lose. With a style so clean like mine. No status, I go bad when I rhyme. I ain't into that digital talking shit online. Go ahead and type your shit, I get the freestyle mine. I am pinpoint with this so y'all can read fine lines. Yeah. Ain't nobody gave 2 shits, but I'm all time. So keep on rapping and yapping like online. Cause you ain't doing shit in my face when it's all rhymes. Or we can squabble up in this place and test your lines. I don't need that money, I don't need that fame. I don't need that money, I don't need that fame. Fuck that Gucci and your diamond chain. Fuck that Gucci and your diamond chain. I don't need no gold wristwatch with a name. I don't need no gold wristwatch with a name. I don't hit no clubs, I don't pop champagne. I don't hit no clubs, I don't pop champagne. Smoking AZ dry weed till my eyes bleed. Shoot an ice stream, a Visine, into my high beams. Eyes lean, quicker than ice cream. A fight scene breaks out and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what the fuck is you doing looking at me so funny, dog? Is your money wrong? Papers thin, money short, I got pulled like I come along. Nah, fuck that, run along. Every single word is like I carved a fit. And every bar that I spit regarded hard as shit. A spark the split, smoke until lethargic hits. And I'ma hit the weight room until my arms get big. I'ma strangle hip hop until I starve the bitch. And with that 5.56 dog, I hardly miss. The shards ripped to your chest, but your heart it missed. And every time you sneeze, bitch, out the fart and piss. I don't need that money, I don't need that fame. I don't need that money, I don't need that fame. Fuck that Gucci and your diamond chain. Fuck that Gucci and your diamond chain. I don't need no gold wristwatch with a name. I don't need no gold wristwatch with a name. I don't hit no clubs, I don't pop champagne. I don't hit no club, I don't pop champagne. Excuse me? Yeah, what the fuck were you thinking? Don't know. I want that beef when I eat them. Seasoned and seared, never freeze them. Kill them and cook them, it's on fuck them vegans. I load it up, aim it, I shoot for no reason. I hit you in the back, but I knew that you was leaving. A second round mag is the music I'm releasing. Get it on wax with the muse I've been eating. I don't need that money, I don't need that fame. Fuck that Gucci and your diamond chain. Yeah. I don't need no gold wristwatch with a name. Yeah. I don't hit no clubs, I don't pop champagne.
All right, that was Colt with Money and Fame. Shout out to Colt. I like this song. I like it. I like the writing. I like the delivery. Well polished. Mix is pretty clean. Good beat choice. Good variety lyrically that keeps you kind of like engaged and listening. Things that stand out that he says. So, definitely a good artist. The one thing that I would say that could be improved on this track is making the hook, doing something different in the hook that makes it sound, slightly stand out from the verses, aside from the fact that it's obviously a catchy hook. It just sounds the same mix wise as the verses. Like it's just a layer with some, the only thing he really did different was extra ad libs, but it's just a single layer, some slight backing vocals. Like do something different mix wise, maybe do some chops, maybe do some beat drops, maybe add more body into the background of it. But like it sounds like your verses are the same as the hook. And I feel like you can make that hook a little bit more pop with some mixing techniques, some, I don't know, tips of the trade. But otherwise, dope track. I like it. I give it an 8. I give it an 8 because the hook sounds like the verses. If the hook was like really like had some extra attention to it, I would give it a 9. Y'all like that? What do y'all think about Colt? You guys tell me. Don't just sit here and listen to me ramble. I'm almost out of my... This is how broke I am. I'm not drinking Powerade. I'm not drinking Gatorade. I'm drinking Sport Drink. The show is brought to you by Sport Drink. That's crazy. When you go to... If you go to knock something off, like just name it like the most generic thing. This is bubble gum. I'm drinking Sport Drink. Here's alcoholic beverage. All right. Next up, Luke Brahm, Winter Soldier. That's right. Kirkland Sport Drink. Orange, flavored with, they're just straight to the point. Flavored with other natural flavors made with cane sugar. Like they're not trying to get in no legal trouble about what's in here. Ingredients are, super basic. They're just like, hey, man, we know we're not Powerade. We know we're not Gatorade. Sport Drink. You either want it or you don't. Take it or leave it. You can't afford that Powerade. Just come over here and get some Kirkland Sport Drink. All right, Luke, what you got for us? Winter Soldier? Winter Soldier is an interesting question for y'all. You're Iron Man. You've been working with Captain America, who's obviously from a period of time where race relations and world relations were at the best. You wake up. Now the world has changed. People got cell phones and stuff. You got to work with this guy in an iron suit. Iron Man finds out Winter Soldier killed his dad. Are you upset? Are you mad at Captain America for not telling you? Or are you like, I see why you did it? I don't know. I agree with Iron Man. You got to throw hands at that point. I thought it was fucked up that they ganged up on him. They're like throwing the shield around, beating his ass. Like, what did he do? He was just born. Y'all killed his dad. It's crazy work.
Yeah, she got all the time in the world. If you think that's way too much time for a girl with her nature, her stature, got that cinnamon swirl type of hair and sweetness. And a smile is my weakness. I done bet on all my horses like I'm showing at the Preakness. Hey now, you can catch the vibe, but can I keep it? Moving in the shadows, they can catch me. I ain't heard fucking sneak it. Hey now, I need my payments in advance. Ain't no stripper, but I know this polo make them dance. I can tell they waiting for me plotting. Trying to put me a drink, I do not want no fucking tonic. Taking all this time away, gonna end up making you rotten. All this gas you smoke, gonna end up turning you robotic. Yeah, I feel like the Winter Soldier aiming for these heads. You can make a bed today if you ain't wanna be fed. Ain't gotta tell me, but I always take my med. Yeah, they want a product, but they ain't wanna give me credit. Yeah, that's okay, my Teddy talking like it's Ted. Waking up in anger, but I'll paint the city red. She got the Spanish booty, I'ma need it pronto. She wanted both them balls, I'm mellow, and Lonzo. cast the spell and now I can't move. Every song a W, that's all I never lose. Had to make a take, I got something else to prove. Playing with these girls so they just think I'm being rude. Yeah, I've been moving sticky, should've got PB cups like Reese's. Put me a drink like we a tiki, never said this shit was easy. Yeah, I love it when she tease me, I'm a dog, just with my bone. In my fit been moving easy, you could call me Al Capone. Cause I'm stepping every week, I told her, ho, pick up the phone. Really better make sure shit don't leak and make sure that you watch your tone. Yeah, I had to make it odd, work it, fuck with these imposters. The drink made me a monster, now I'm your favorite sponsor. Paint a crown red, have it looking like a lobster. You ain't heard what I said, keep it quiet like a mobster. I can tell they waiting for me plotting. Why trying to pour me a drink? I do not want no fucking tonic. Taking all this time away, gonna end up making you rotten. All this gas you smoke, gonna end up turning you robotic. Yeah, I feel like the winter soldier aiming for these heads. You can make a band today if you ain't wanna be fed. Ain't gotta tell me, but I always take my meds. Yeah, they want a product, but they ain't wanna give me credit. Yeah, credit. What? I done caught that bitch like debit. What? I Luke on the court, no better. Cause my boy put him in the edit. She free coasting already. Heart pumping, yeah, need me a medic. Or a baby to give me some ass. It's like COVID, I need me a mask. You can watch me, but sit on glass. See, find her up on a tag. Think I'll make it like that in a week. Her hating is there in a fad. It's American pray on a week. What we do though? He no face hit he Cujo. Yeah, the hunger with it, she cool though. Taking off like I'm going to Pluto. Yeah, took me a break and now I'm busting ass. Yeah, I took it out and then I was bad. That's the pain, that's gonna get your fast. I was putting this shit in the cash. You ain't really wanna see me that long. Should've seen it cause he seen how it last. Took a step back cause I leg. Louis V. Cole with a tag. Damn.
James, I asked you a question. Are you still having night? No. We've been doing this long enough that I can tell when you're lying. Well, you seem a little off today. Did something happen?
All right. That was Luke Braun with Winter Soldier. There was a lot of times where you were either chasing or falling behind on the beat. You know, a lot of people say that's a stylistic flow choice, but it just sounds obvious that you fell behind or you were speeding up to stay on the beat and you did nothing to correct those things, either in re-recording or post-production. I hate the beat choice. I hate the beat choice for two reasons. A, your vocals aren't mixed high enough to outdo the sample. And B, if I listen to this, I would hear like I'm going to be battling with that sample, and either I would get the tracked out version of the beat so I could lower that, or I would just skip this altogether. But I had to consciously make an effort to pay more attention to you than the beat because of this beat choice. So that vocal sample is just overpowering you the whole time. So you either got to mix yourself higher than that, or you got to get the tracked out beat and lower it. Also, there was one point where you said I want a booty like a Latina pronto. I feel like that was a super missed opportunity to be like obvious. Like you could have used a Spanish word, but you went pronto. Like I want a Latino with a booty pronto. Vamonos? I don't know. There's something. The song itself was okay. Like I said, I think it's just mostly flow in the mix that is just kind of not really resonating with me on this one. But I think the energy that you had in your presence and delivery got better with each subsequent verse. Like the first verse was very chill. Second verse had probably the best presence. The third verse, you try to get super energy with it. Pronto's not Spanish, Jacob. Shut up. Nobody's going to go up to their Latino homie and be like, yo, pronto. Nobody's saying pronto. Vamonos. We're saying the stereotypical racist shit, like Speedy Gonzalez. Andale. Shit like that. Am I encouraging bad behavior? Probably. I should stop. Let me drink my sport drink and regather myself. Luke, Winter Soldier. Cool song. Cool concept of a song. I think some missed opportunities in the delivery and the mix. I give it a 6. Oh yeah, Octane is definitely like, yeah, let's take somebody from Spanish origin and let's toe the line as best as we can without being super offensive. All right, got a beat from Alex. It's an instrumental track. All right. On a Cloud Looking Down at Earth. Okay, I got it. Okay, Alex, this is the meat and butter of this is when the drums come in. That main melody that you have is just too loud though, and there's no counter melody or anything to kind of balance it out. It sounded cool when you down pitched it towards the end there, but like just for a good minute and a half, 2 minutes straight, it's just too loud. I did like the drops that you had towards the 3/4 of the way through. Some of the sound choices that fall flat a little bit. You could probably do some sound design on the percussion. The drum could thump a little bit differently, but I like the 808. It's a good different take, I would say. There's probably just some like tweaks and minor adjustments that I would suggest along those paths of what I just mentioned that would probably make this a little bit more appealing. But just a consistent melody throughout with no counter melody and only the down pitch change up, it kind of gives me ear fatigue. So I would say, if you can lower it down, that would make some improvements. Maybe find a counter melody that you could throw in there every now and then. Just some things to like kind of some ear candy tricks to just keep people engaged and interested. Just with the volume that it's at right now, artists would need to be super loud over this, unless it's just for listening pleasures. You said it's an instrumental. Maybe it's not meant for somebody to necessarily rap or sing on. So there's always that aspect, but that's my notes on it. I give it a 6.5. I'm not mad at it. It's a beat. It's an instrumental. All right, Zax. Ton of effort into this one. I never know what that means when Zach says that, because that could either mean that he spent like 10 minutes on it or he spent a few weeks. He never actually clarifies. This is Tropic, Grim plus ZG. What up, Colt? Okay. I like this. So the one thing that I'll say that, and I say this with all due respect, is that some of the sound choices feel super basic. Like some of the stabs, some of the percussion, it just feels basic. I don't think the arrangement is basic. I can tell you spent effort and energy on it, but just the sound choices feel like your sound library is super limited. And there's got to be a way to make those sounds not feel like it's just drag and drop into the session and give them a little bit more uniqueness to them, as if I've not heard them before. Because like just some of the stabs and stuff like that, it just feels like, oh, this is like, you know, FL 101, you know, grab this sound here. Like you made it sound good with the arrangement. It's just the sound choice feels like, you know, you were giving a demonstration to a new producer and you're like, yeah, take this sound and do this and take this sound and do that. And you're like, oh, this actually turned out good. I'm going to keep it. So I would say I would do more sound design or sound swapping, but the arrangement is dope. I've given it an 8 for the arrangement alone. It's just the sound choices I would prefer some difference or something there. Mix it differently or swap some stuff out. That's kind of how I feel about it. I don't know. He has an interesting sound. Like he's one of those producers where you either like love it and you get it, or you listen to it and you're like, this is weird. I don't know what to do with this. This one, I get it. I think last week was weird. Nara, ending is like that because I still have plans for this. Tell us your plans, man. Don't leave a cliffhanger like that. Was it worth it? Produced by Nara. Shout out to Morocco. See, you said you have plans and it ends like that. I definitely want to know what the plans are. I like this a lot. It's different from the normal funk type stuff that we've heard from you. I think I've come to know you as a pretty solid, consistent funk producer. I like this. I would want a harder kick, harder drums out of it, but I like the subtleness of it. I like that it gives an artist the ability to kind of just showcase themselves on top of it and be super creative. So I'm not mad that the kicks are the way they are. But if I was just listening to it by itself, I'd want, I'd turn up the low end just to get more out of the kicks. But I can definitely see an artist doing something on it and just kind of vibing out to it. I like the sample choice and everything. I'll give it an 8. I like it. I want to hear what the future plans are. Would love to know how you plan on ending this, but I like this a lot. This is dope. Good shit. AB Duel, Nobody Else, featuring Catalia. AB Duel joined the show last week, dropped us off a very dope track, the best song that we had last week. Let's see what he has this week. Nobody Else.
Baby, I'm toxic. I'm not gonna lie, girl, this up and down making me nauseous. But closing my heart off was just a precaution, cause a good defense is office. This time around I am all in, I'm intentionally falling. No, in the past I was tripping. No, I was treating you different and fucking with multiple women. Girl, I don't know what to say, but I promise this time I'ma switch it. I'ma take the time to listen, ain't falling for no other women. Cause if it ain't you, I don't need no, I don't want no, I don't need nobody else. I'd rather be by myself if it ain't you. I don't need no, I don't want no, I don't need nobody else. I'd rather be by myself if it ain't. If it ain't you, I don't want it.
No, it's funny that now's the time you decide to be honest.
Flashback to me eating that pussy, baby girl, I want it.
Okay, that was out of pocket.
Yeah. If it ain't you, I don't need nobody else. I'd rather be by myself.
Back and forth, all the games you played, and me wanted more. Fucking all these girls, you know you were better, yet you walked the line. Regardless of wrong, you were rightfully mine. Baby, I want you, knowing that I want it, knowing I can't help myself. I ain't going nowhere if it ain't you. I don't need no, I don't want. If it ain't you, I don't need nobody else. If it ain't you, I don't need no, I don't want. Rather be by myself. Said I don't, said I don't.
If it ain't you, I don't need no, I don't know, I don't need nobody else. I'd rather be by myself.
All right, that was AB Duel with Nobody Else. Got a nice little video there as well. Shout out to AB Duel, man. That was dope. That was fire. Great vocals, great mix, great feature. Good use of like topic and finding that balance between being like blunt and direct, but also progressing a story, and also engaging with the feature in a manner that felt natural. Like when I go and get my hair did and I'm sitting in the salon, this would be one of the songs that my stylist would be playing in the background as I'm getting my hair did. Like I could definitely hear this like just in an R&B playlist or, a top playlist, as something that somebody would listen to and be like, oh yeah, I've been in that situation, or, I know somebody who went through that. Like this is the kind of music that resonates with people and like immediately puts them in that perspective of I relate to this, or I feel this. I know what they're talking about. And a good solid video to kind of back it up and support it as well. As I'm sitting here, I'm trying to like think to myself, like, I feel like AB and Nick are probably the two, I want to say they're the two strongest like male vocalists that we have in the server right now. I'm trying to think who could really compete with them as far as their range and ability. I know people would say Coulter as well. I don't know. We don't got a lot of singers, so I think it would be AB and Nick are up there. Coulter, JCC, aka Relac. Who else we got? What are the singers we got? Jacob can actually sing a little bit too. Yeah, Ray Stans, you're probably like top 50 male vocalist singers on the server. I'll give you that. Yeah, Sunny. I know so I know we got Sunny. I know we got some strong female vocalists. I'm thinking just like males only. I think Nick and AB are top 2. Bar for bar. Pound for pound. Shout out Sunny LeRae though, wherever she's at. She might be lurking. She might be watching. I know she watches the Wednesday shows. Man, that was fire though. Yeah, definitely criminally underrated. If you're out there, go to AB Duels YouTube. Find him on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, Napster. Find him wherever and listen to the man. The dude's got some heat. Can y'all believe Napster is still a service? That's wild. Talk about being the sacrificial lamb. Creative platform to poach music. Government and the industry takes you down. And then the outcome of that is like, well, I'll just create a music streaming platform. No biggie. I wonder if they're still up and running. I haven't seen it. Hold on. Let me do some Napster. Yeah, it's still up and running. Shout out to Napster. Look at that. The music service for music fans. 20 years ago, this would say, find any song that you want for free. 30 days free, then $10.99 a month. I'm not mad at it, Napster. I don't know how many users y'all got now, but hell, you used to see that little cat emblem with the earphones on. You knew what time it was. That's right. This isn't paid promo. We're just talking. Napster, if you want to sponsor somebody, we'll support you. Shit. I'll give y'all a referral code ASAP. Napster.com/dice. 20% off. Make it happen. All right, who's next? Listen to Chromo. Tagami. Set Big Scat C30 type beat. Only the members. I really got to start looking up these people that he names because I have no idea who the fuck these people are and why they would have their own type of beats. But I respect it. What up, Paladin? Thank you for the follow. Ray, what did you have in your Napster library? And then what song did you download? And then your computer said, uh-oh, I'm shutting shit down. I'm not going to lie. When I used SongSpy, LimeWire was popular, but I used a platform called SongSpy. That was really how SongSpy, and then there was actually this website was how I used to get all the underground Houston mixtapes. Like I was big into like the Houston music back in the early 2000s. This was before Slim Thug, Chamillionaire, Paul Wall, Mike Jones. This was before the world knew who they were. I had a homie in Alabama who was like, yo, you got to check out these dudes, Color Change and Click. So I was listening to all like the Houston stuff in like 2001, 2002 when they were doing all their mixtapes. And I would just like ingest the fuck out of that shit. Wormhole. I feel like Eminem, people chasing new Eminem records probably like corrupted a lot of machines. This was around the time Jay-Z was retiring, I should say. I feel like Jay-Z and Eminem Maybe Dipset caused a lot of corrupted heart. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, little teeny bops back then. God, I'm old. Let me drink my sport drink and reminisce. This stream is brought to you by, unofficially, Kirkland Sport Drink. Orange. Yeah, I was in the midst of it. Man, it's weird. I think I was talking to Nick Bonin the other day. I think it was last week or the week before, about just like watching the music industry shift over the last 20 years. Like, I used to go to Kmart and get my CDs because Walmart wouldn't sell explicit content. Kmart would. So I go to Kmart, but Kmart didn't have like the new releases. So I had to have my homeboy who lived like across the street from the mall on the other side of town. I would give him my $20 and be like, yo, I need this CD on Tuesday. And then after school, he would go, because it was literally across the street from his neighborhood. He would cop me the new CDs. So yeah, I go to Kmart, I dig through the hip hop aisle, grab my CDs. And this was back before like streaming too. So like sometimes you'd hear a single on the radio from an artist and you'd buy an album based off the strength of that single without knowing what the fuck was in it. Like, sure, you could go to Virgin Records or Tower Records, whatever record store, where they had a little station set up and you could put the headphones on, you could listen to it. But shit, I was in the hood. We didn't have that shit. We had Kmart, Walmart, I think FYE, Sam Goody. We just had like, you know, regular stores. So you didn't have the listening experience. So like Nelly came out and all you heard was Country Grammar. You buying the album off the strength of Country Grammar. Chingy come out, bought Chingy's album off the strength of that, stuff like that. And I think that's how No Limit and Cash Money sold a lot of records, is because they put out like this booming ass single and you'd be like, yo, that artist was dope. And then you cop the album because you had no fucking choice. You couldn't go to, you know, Virgin Records and listen to Master P, The Last Dawn. You just had to go and buy the CD and see what the fuck happened. I mean, they still have some good music, but definitely was a lot of like crud and filler in that shit. I'm just rambling. I'm sorry. Y'all can tell me to shut up. Manny, queue is close, but we're finishing up the queue for today, but you can get in line early for next week's show. Sundays, we listen to free stuff. So anybody feel free to drop into the paid or the feedback queue. Wednesdays, we listen to our Twitch subscribers and our Discord subscribers. So priority access there. But yeah, we do this Sundays for everybody, Wednesdays for subscribers. I get it, man. Everybody has a quick song, but I got people already in line. So we're listening in order. No offense or anything, but you know, sometimes we have like 30 people in the queue. And if you jump in here and say, yo, can you listen to my song real quick? I would end up skipping like 20 people. But yeah, if I get to the end and you're still here, I know, I think Amir is down there right after I close the queue. You know, if you two are still here, when I get towards the end, I'll listen to them. Speak of the devil, what up, Nick Bonin? Oh man. Yeah, I still have my CD collection up in the attic, actually. Sometimes I'll go up there when I want to do my old man shit and I'll flip through all my CDs. Like the old geezer I am. That's cool to say, right? I can offend myself, right? As long as I'm not offended by what I say. All right, here's Tagami. Only the members. I'll be 40 this year, bro. Oh.
Tagami.
I like this. I've heard enough. I like this a lot. The kicks are a little peaked out, but I mean, I think the overall vibe is pretty hard. This is definitely one of those loop beats where you can get on, and this beat has you halfway there, and you just got to put the rest of the pieces in place. Um, you know, just I'd say some slightly different things in the mix. Maybe add a crash here and there. Keep that kick from peeking out, but it's a dope beat. I'll give it a 7.5. Fat Beanie, Smoking. That's an interesting piece of cover art. Fat Life. All right, let's see what we got here.
I hate the way you smile, but I have to try it once. Thanks for the hell. I don't think so. Don't you try to call for help. When the high hits, I got a story to tell. I think I smoked a ghost for the most. My eyes hella red and I'm seeing crimson poles. My nose burning cause I'm doing tricks at the hose. I'm way too high. It's drinking but I like getting crossfaded. Never thought the air could get so quiet. Peacefully, I watch attentively. The city lighting the bloom just for me. I can feel the muscles of my smile. Man, I hope this lasts for a while. Everything's a joke, I just laugh. Offer me a hit, I won't say no. I think I smoked a ghost for the most. My eyes hella red and I'm seeing crimson poles. My nose burning cause I'm doing tricks at the holes. I think it's hit. I lost my mind, and now I'm tripping. I hope I don't walk around and start slipping. Oh my gosh, I need so for healing. Oh my gosh, I need practice self-healing. This ain't the way I'm tripping on my mind. What my mama gonna say? I hate the way you smile, but I have to try it once. Thanks for the hell. I don't think so. Don't you try to go for help. On the high hits, I got a story to tell. Feels good the most. My eyes hella red and I'm seeing crimson flows. My nose burning cause I'm doing tricks at the hose. Way too high. Feels good, feels good. Feels good.
All right, that was Fat Beanie. Hey, there's AB. What up, AB? Damn, did I even give AB's song a rating? I think I forgot to give it a rating. That shit was it was a 10. All right, but back to Fat Beanie. I don't like the production. I think the production is just like overly busy for no reason other than like that's the sound that a lot of, I know Ray calls it the teens, but some people kind of just and I've watched people on streams like make these kind of beats before where they're just kind of like clicking whatever. And there's not really a rhyme or reason behind the madness. And I say madness very lovingly. It's just like, let me throw some dope drums on this and then just click whatever melodies and make it work. And, you know, as a total composition, this works. I think the vocalist, you know, Fat Beanie, he did a good job like executing a song over it. But it also feels like something that, like, I know 10 other people that could try to make this. And that's where I kind of get stuck on these kind of songs is like, for me, this is easy to make. Not me personally. I wouldn't make this, but I feel like this is something that I could give to somebody capable and they could recreate this pretty quickly. And that's where I kind of get lost in like, does this make you better and do you improve as an artist from this? Or is this just like having fun moment? I don't know. Just thoughts that I have. But I feel like the beat choice kind of just like lends you to only making this kind of song on it. Like nobody's going to do anything introspective. Nobody's going to tell a story. Nobody's going to like make a dance song over this beat. It's always got to be this specific type of sound over this kind of beat, which is why I kind of don't prefer these beats because all the music sounds the same on top of them. Not that the artists themselves are necessarily bad artists. It's just the production only forces you to make this kind of music. So like music itself is super expansive. We got all these genres and stuff, but there's certain beats and I'm not isolating these beats. Like there's certain beats where you can only do this type of music on it and that type of music on it. But I think it's a cool song. I think the mix is solid on it. I just think I want to hear this artist on a different type of beat. I'll say this, I would be sad if he only made this type of music. So I'll give it a 7.5. Like objectively, it's a good song, right? Like I feel like if the right crowd heard this, they would love it. It's got a nice melody, nice kick, nice hook to it. Objectively, it's a good song. I'm not knocking it. I'm just talking. All right, we heard Swag Lean. Thank you for the gifted sub earlier. Catalyst sent me his solo version of this. And it was fire. I think this is the one with the features on it. So as y'all listen to this, y'all tell Catalyst what y'all like about this. Y'all give your input and your feedback on it. I'll still give my thoughts on it, but I think this is the version with everybody on it. Let's take a listen. This is Dance Like This. Oh wait, no, this is his version. Okay. Y'all let him know what y'all think of this. I thought this was dope. Shout out Catalyst.
Said she wanna dance like this. Pull up on my block with my hands on her hips. Told her throw it back, let's plan with a gift. I'ma get up on it like you ain't with the click. Grind it, slide it, ride that pole. Thank me, save me, grime asshole. It, me, us, we spend my money. I'ma get a little bit of action in the bag. Told Shawty put a little bit of ass on the cash. Never seen the money get to moving this fast. She's shaking, wake me, oh my god, amazing pacing, oh my god. Back it up, you can come with me. Tryna get a little bit of ass stuck up in my teeth like, wait, is that too far? Fuck it, Shawty put them hips in drive. Let me get a lease, wanna take it for a ride. Got up on her knees and it made me wanna cry. Call the police cause you know I'm gon' slide. Round ass, pretty face, itty bitty waist. Everything you need, just empty out my bank. I'ma show you how to have a good time as long as you come with me tonight. She's shaking that ass all crazy, looking like she might need a baby. Told her drop it down, spin around 180. Psych, bitch, turn around and face me. Making eye contact, I'ma sign contract, and we'll be right back. Gonna spin around the block, cause I need all that. I'm breaking your shit, better recall that. And she ride it in reverse. Back it up, toe made her, put me in a hearse. Throw me that thing, bitch, make it fucking hurt. R.I.P. to my bank, that ass is a curse. Thinking of the worst, blame it on the drink. Say she want a purse, what can I say? She really been working, so I bought that bitch a Birkin. Shawty put them hips in drive. Let me get a lease, wanna take it for a ride. Got up on her knees and it made me wanna cry. Call the police cause you know I'm gon' slide. Round ass, pretty face, itty bitty waist. Everything you need, just empty out my bank. I'ma show you how to have a good time as long as you come with me tonight.
All right, that was Catalyst with Dance Like This, his solo version. Yeah, I thought this was a super dope track. I mean, I know obviously people are going to compare him to sounding like Jack Harlow. Can't really help that because somebody gets more famous before you get a chance to get your foot in the door. But I think he has a super chill delivery, super laid back, extremely confident, good lyrical exercise here. I think the only thing that this piece would be missing is like a super dope hook that kind of like engrosses the listener in what they're hearing, right? Like it just feels like just a single lead track all the way through, and he did his thing on it. But like I feel like the only thing that would really drive this home, like and hit it out of the park with a home run, is a catchy ass hook. But I think the writing's there. I think the delivery's there. Everything's solid. You know, maybe a Ray Stans feature, like Ray said. Ray, this is definitely like up your ballpark of something I could hear you like aspiring to do. Find a beat and you're like, oh yeah, make this one for the ladies. But nah, this is dope, Catalyst. I like this a lot. I would give this I'll give it a 9. Give it a 9. If it had like an awesome hook on it, I'd give it a 10. I've been giving out too many high scores lately. I need to dial it back. After this show, I'm going back to the old me. Nothing higher than 8s. Yeah, he's got like a version with like 3 other people on it. So I think that's the cool thing about our community, though, is like when people hear a dope song, like everybody wants to get on it. I like that. I like watching y'all kind of like gather and like fight over who can jump on whose track. Gives me smiles. Next up, Key Frosty, Starship. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the community.
I'm on a whole new level, yeah. Fuck your face. I do not care you want this shit, I'll come your way. Look at the way that I'm flowing right now, I'm going insane. Yeah, I'm on a mode that you can't get, I'm on a flow state rampage. Chop it up, damage. I do not see nothing going my way. But if you do, that's fine. I do not care if you want this shit, it's alright. I'm in the zone though, playing and trying. I'm in the mode that I can't get, telling the truth, that's why my bitch has lying. I'm finna get this bread, I'm drawing. I say, fuck your face, I'll make you mine. Turn to turn, I'll feel my charm. I get all no matter what. Watch me feel, I'd rather die. Mastermind, I'm mastermind. Yeah, I'm on a whole new level, yeah. Fuck your face. I do not care if you want this shit, I'll come your way regardless. Feel like an unsaid artist, cause I don't post my shit, I'll park it. I'm going fast, not all black, star shit. I'm finna crash out, this my target. Yeah, I'm in a mode that you can't get, I'm on a flow state rampage. Chop it up, damage. I'm on a staircase staring up at what? Fuck, got it, brother, I'm certainly positive. Yeah, I'm in the coupe play pilot, bro, on the sloop slay pirates. Yeah, I cannot count my mileage. Future got too much island trucks. I'm in a new state, mind on cuff. I'm gonna do what I want you for. Yeah, you ain't gonna save the day. Yeah. You ain't gonna change your ways. You just stay the same. Fuck your brain. Like the change you made today. Don't care what the people say. They gon' make you fall.
All right, that was Starship by Key Frosty. Great baby, I was just wondering where you were at. You left us hanging for a bit there. I don't like the mix on this. I feel like the mix is super. It's super staticky. It's not clear. I mean, probably some stylistic choice in that, but I feel like it could have been smoother with how the vocals are mixed. There is a lot of chasing and catching up to the beat, and a lot of repetition. Like I feel like it could just kind of. I feel like you could do more. Like, I think you had an interesting take on the topic, but I feel like there was some parts where you kind of just leaned on the same lyrics. Like, I think I heard "fuck your face" like at least 3 or 4 times. Like, I would just say be cautious of that, right? Is like, if it's not the hook, how many times can you repeat something before it just becomes stale? And I know I have certainly seen like a lot of younger artists who are not necessarily writing the lyrics. They're just kind of like performing them piece by piece. And maybe it's like an outcome of that is where when you're kind of just going off the top of your head and just like piecing it together, maybe some of the thoughts aren't fully fleshed out. So I think maybe there's some lines in here that you could revisit and probably expand on and keep it fresh rather than like calling back to the same lines over and over again. I'll give it a 6. I feel like the mix is really the main thing that's holding it back. Like because at the end of the day, good music is good music. And if I hear this and it just like sounds super cool and catchy and whatever, all that shit kind of just goes out the window. But when I got to like break it down based on the mix and all these other stuff, then of course I got to like dissect the rest of it. But I'll give it a 6. It's not a bad song. It's not a terrible song. I just feel like it could use some like tweaks and improvements. All right, Prince Unknown. Believe you said this was a video that you got done. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the community. Let's take a listen to Pink Moon, produced by Cospo. Think these should...
Put that song right down the block. Prince Unknown. Let's take it back to basics, where we never fake it. I'm gon' catch some changes. Where you at, my lady? Teleporting faces, went from Bullet Matrix. Tell me if you nervous, cause I'm splurging, rearranging. You don't speak my language if it ain't basic. Let's just get the base, no need to build up. You give me feelings, I cannot explain. Now dodging your way, steady hard to my brain. Tell me where the escape. You know I'm gon' blow, ready bleeding for the game. Is the meaning complicated? Just basic, in my head racing. Get ahead pacing, less even in practice. I'm a double back, still smell your fragrance. Even when I'm famous, killing it chasing. Feelings might replace what you gave me, girl. Made my world not much without you. Put me under the moon, I cut right through. If you wanna hear the truth, I messed up, song like a best song. I just gotta go big, maybe then you hear me up. Will it ever be the same? My heart grown cold, even more than the day you let me go. But I never run away once I think you gone. Wishing I appreciated all the days you gave me. Let's take it back to basics, where we never fake it. I'm gon' catch some changes. Where you at, my lady? Teleporting phases, went purple and matrix. Tell me if you nervous, cause I'm splurging, rearranging. You don't speak my language if it ain't basic. Let's just get the base, no need to build up. You give me feelings, I cannot explain. Now I'm dodging your way, steady hard to my brain. Tell me where the escape. You know I'm gon' blow, ready bleeding for the game. Is the meaning complicated?
Right, that was Prince Unknown with Pink Moon. That was dope. I like that song a lot. What kind of microphone do you have? Because the only thing that I think is holding this back is the quality of the vocals. I think it's either the microphone or kind of what I was telling Swag Lean and Bigger Sean is just the proximity to the mic, AT2020. So yeah, I think if you can like back up a little bit further away from your mic and like give a little bit more space before your vocals hit that microphone, it can help in the mix with like bringing out the presence. Because right now it sounds like you're rapping like this instead of talking like this. So I think that's the difference between like hearing clarity in the vocals and just like having to make the vocals sound better, if that makes sense to you. But I like the vibe of it. I think it's a dope song altogether. Yeah, I like it, man. It's dope. I give this a 8. I feel like if the vocals, either better recorded or better mixed, and not that the mix was bad, I'd give it a 9. I think it's a dope song. Next up, Young Forever. And appreciate you hanging out in the show, man, and chit-chatting. Shout out to you. Young Forever, Out the Park, version 6.
Outlaw motherfucker, I'm gone. Loud box motherfucker, I'm a shot caller. Got bad women singing my songs. Think I'm worried about a man, I'm not bothered. Kill your ass, take a shower in that holy water. Little ride past like boy, I been a problem. Get smacked up like boy, Get smacked up like boy, Let's get learned when you get your shit right. Best never show when you getting pissed off. Staying down on the time that you kicked on. If you're not yet, motherfucker, better get strong. Mid wrongs, now you moving right. Like a Nissan, get you on Hey, pay attention to the signs written on the fine. Watch where you step because the world full of landmines. Boom. I was 14 when I got my first dick sucked. She was 27, never had to learn a lesson. In that park slide, thinking that I'm in heaven. Confusion, devilish, temptation with a blessing. I knowing that my soul could really get infected. I was way too young, but I didn't get affection. Really could have traumatized me, but I didn't let it. Now I'm the one you should probably place your bets in, like who? Out the park, motherfucker, I'm gone. Loud box, motherfucker, I'm a shot collar. Got bad women singing my songs. Think I'm worried about a man, I'm not bothered. Kill your ass, take a shower in that holy water. Look right past, like boy, I been a problem. Get smacked up, like boy, get smacked up, like boy, hit the under if they asking how I'm rated. Hit the over if they asking how I'm hated. Money line, gotta wonder where my pay is. Now I'm jumping out my skin when I let my soul go. Like who the fuck is when he let his soul show? Only Lord knows I've been through some low lows, but I'm talking to the highest when I'm in these phone notes. Either gonna make it or crash out. I'm a nice guy, don't make me mad now. Competition really only make me laugh now. Y'all shovel them drivers, I take the trash out. Y'all driving sideways, that's an easy pass now. I talk big shit, bitch, show me what's up. The world get back when I'm showing that love, but I ain't here for handouts. Yeah, I'm only here to stand out, bitch. Out the park, motherfucker, I'm gone. Loud box, motherfucker, I'm a shot collar. Got bad women singing my songs. Think I'm worried about a man, I'm not bothered. Kill your ass, take a shower in that holy water. Look right past, like boy, I been a problem. Get smacked up, like boy, get smacked up, like boy,
All right, that was Out the Park by Young Forever. That was dope. I like the presence. I like the energy. A little questionable mention of some statutory situations with the 14-year-old and 27. But hey, I'm not here to judge. That's your story. Dope track, though. I like the energy. I like the presence. The mix is pretty good. I would also give this an 8. 2 8s back to back. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a part where he's like, I got my dick sucked at 14. She was 27. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Thank you for sharing. Good track, though. Oh, I will say that, regardless of the content in the track. All right. Amir, are you still here? And I forgot the other person that wanted us to listen. Amir is here. This is called See You.
We back, Bobby. Please don't ask what's in my cup, dog, cause I might be asleep soon, but I can try to reshape, baby, next time that I see you. I wanna wake up with you, like two twin sides, toe up my queen.
That was Amir Bick with "See You." Is that the vocals in the hook? Was that already there, or did that come with the beat, or did you do anything with the hook? I like the song. I think the only thing real negative that I would say about this is that your vocals are kind of battling with the instrument a little bit. Like sometimes it was hard to hear what you were saying because the beat was a little bit loud in comparison to what you're saying, and then you have like all that reverb on it. So reverb it what's a good way to say this? Reverb it smooths things out, and it kind of like kills some of that clarity, and it hides some of those subtle mistakes. It's all right. It's a sample. Okay. You know, I would say like there's sometimes where like having a sample in the hook and not doing anything as the artist is okay. I think it's okay in this aspect, but I could also hear you kind of like dabbling and doing like some maybe like harmonies or something to kind of let the listener know that you're still here and it's not just a sample on the hook. But at the same time, I think it works in this aspect because it's a good hook. It's a good sample section of it. I would just say for your verses, like, yeah, I need a little bit more clarity out of your vocals so that we can hear you better. Not that you did anything performance wise that was lacking or bad, but just like the beat was kind of washing you away a little bit, but it's a dope track. I would give it a 7.5, just because like the mix, I would want to hear the mix a little bit louder so that I can understand what you're saying. Not that I couldn't understand you, but like, so I don't have to like battle in my head about listening to you underneath the beat. But still a dope track. Yeah. Good way to close the show out. 2 8s and a 7.5. I'm not mad at that at all. And by, let's see, mostly new people. And shit, we had Catalyst. Yeah, man, this is a good show. I'm not mad at this show at all. Had a couple of low scoring ones, but that was only because the people were newer. But yeah, good, solid, consistent show. So thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate all you people who joined and, you know, dropped some tracks out to listen to. We are White Collar Rhymes. We're just a community of artists, producers, engineers. So I'll be here. Usually D-Bird will be here with me. Sundays we'll review like free stuff. Wednesday nights we do our subscribers. So if you want to listen and tune into what the subscribers have to offer, Wednesdays, our lounge in the Discord is popping 24/7. Also, I'm about to start the Swag Up League, which is a song versus song league. Right now we're trying to decide if we need to expand it because originally had it for 16 artists. It seems like we have a lot more people who want to compete. Myself, I'm an artist, engineer, and when I get bored enough, I use this keyboard and my drum machine over here, and I actually produce, but that's like not as consistent. But you can look me up on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, all those other places. Hopefully I don't come off as the old guy. I know I'm old, but you know, good music is good music, like I say. And like, even if like I don't listen to all the musics in the world, like if I hear something that I can help you guys improve upon, that's what I'm here for, is to give you like, hey, I made these mistakes in my journey. Maybe this will help you in your journey type deal. But that's what this community is about, just bringing artists together. So definitely people collaborating, some people corroborating, some people gravitating. So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Anything else I can think of? Anything else? I think that's it for right now. Let me see who's on. See if we need to raid somebody. Is Des still on? She's not doing anything right now. Yeah, I think we'll call it for today. I don't see anybody really to raid, but yeah, we'll be back next Sunday to do this again with the regular queue, and then Wednesdays, if you are a subscriber, drop some stuff. The queue is open right now. That's the other thing I was gonna say. So you don't have to wait until Sunday to post your link. Go in there right now and post it. Here, let me make sure. Yeah, post it now, and you'll be early in the show as opposed to like 2 hours into the show. So queue's open for next week. I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate y'all all tuning in. Gang, air horns, and all that shit. Catch y'all on the flip side. See you in the Discord. Deuces.